were hoping once you'd had time to sleep on it.
You think I've slept?
We shouldn't let this split us up.
But it's all right to split me and Charlie up. No. I'm sorry, Mum. I've made my choice.
But it's the wrong one. Charlie lured me into bed the moment your back were turned. I wouldn't make something like that up.
You do anything to wreck him and me. It took me a long time to see it, but I do now.
Shelley, you can't trust him.
Oh, and I'm not falling for that one either. I am sick of living with your poison. I want you out.
What's happened? You're never having another row.
It's more than a row, Fred. You've got to the end of the day.
Whatever happens this time?
If your Ashley were heading for disaster, would you just stand there and watch, or would you try and warn him?
I'd warn him, of course. I'm not saying he'd listen, mind.
Well, there you have it.
Is this to do with Charlie? Ah. On t'other hand, sometimes it pays to say out. Let them learn from their own mistakes.
Never learnt from mine, more's the pity.
No, neither did I. I say I didn't either. I don't know what was said between pair of you, but I'm sure she'll come round.
I don't think so. You heard her.
And that shall make her come round. And, you know, she can't just go sacking people and leaving me short-staffed. I'll wait till she cools down and then have a word. Toast?
Keeping me up all night with your coughing and your wheezing.
I've got a cold coming on.
Have you, Kazak? It's exercise you need, that's what it is. Look, it's a well-known fact that men die younger than women without you speeding up the process.
Well, you're managing that fast enough all by yourself.
Well, you can think what you like. I'm going to do something about it.
Oh, about time. I've been stuck in here on my own since 8 o'clock.
I'm sorry, all right, but you're going to have to cope just a little bit longer because I've got to get to Swinson to help with the stock check.
You are going to get someone to cover while Todd's off, aren't you?
Yes, but it's not that easy. I mean, who is going to take on a job just for a few weeks? Who?
In other words, why bother when Muggins here can do it all?
All right, let me do that.
No, I can manage.
No, don't be stupid, it's heavy.
I said I can manage!
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Here, come on, sit down. Come on.
What did she go and do that for?
It was an accident.
Oh, hey. Hey, can you wiggle it?
Oh, no.
Oh, well, it's probably broke.
Better get to the doctors right away, then.
It's okay,
I
really.
think maybe Jack's right.
Great. That's all I need. Oh.
Would you like anything with that?
No.
Bacon and egg, sausage barm cake?
Bit of peace and quiet will do me fine.
Right.
You really expect me to believe you didn't know Leanne were back?
I didn't. Look, it was as much a shock to me as it was to you.
Smug cow. Like me get all friendly with her just so she could have a laugh. Oh, guess what? I used to be married to your fiancé.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she'll be gone soon.
She better have be. But meanwhile, I want you to stay away from her, all right?
Don't worry, I intend to.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry that I ever doubted her. I shouldn't have listened to her. I know what she's like. She'd do anything to split us up.
Yeah. Well, I thought she'd succeeded this time.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm surprised you still want to go out with me. You do, don't you?
Of course I do. They're more than a bad mother to put me off.
Well, it won't happen again. I've told her to sling her hook.
You what?
She's got till the end of the day to pack her bags and to get out.
Don't you think you're being a bit hard on her?
After what she did?
I don't want to be the cause of you two falling out.
She's the cause, not you. What have you got to feel guilty about? Oh, I'm sorry, Charlie. I've had enough.
I suppose if you feel that strongly about it...
I do. Making something up as sick as that. I can't forgive her this time. I'm surprised you can.
Well, she's your mother, ain't she?
In name only.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's best if she does go. For you and me.
It's a bit of a coincidence, don't you think, that Vera Lomax turns out to have died in the very place where I've been feeling a cold presence?
Oh, a huge coincidence.
Just because you're not paranormally sensitive.
I'm becoming very sensitive, Norris, to the whole business. Now stop banging on about it and hurry up with that tea.
What
on earth?
That box just threw itself at me.
Boxes do not pick themselves up and fling themselves across the room, Norris.
Exactly.
It fell off the shelf. That's hardly convincing proof of paranormal activity. Now, come on, put that kettle on.
That is it. Either the ghost goes or I do.
Oh, for goodness sake.
What will you do for stuff?
I'll find someone.
You've had rows before. What's so special about this one?
This one will be the last, because after today, I'm never going to have to see her again.
No, you don't mean that.
Oh, I do, Fred. I want her out of here, and I want her out of my life. For good.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happened between you two, but she's not for shifting. I said she's not.
It's all right, Fred. Thanks anyway. Thanks for trying.
You never guess what's happened. Shelley's chucked Bev out.
All right.
But you don't happen to know why, do you?
Customer waiting.
You don't seem very surprised.
After your lies? I'm not.
They weren't lies.
Oh, well, you're condemned then, aren't you, whichever way you look at it.
And Charlie gets off scot-free, does he? We'll see about that.
It's the break. Time to get my steps in.
But that's not a step.
All right.
Argos sponsors Coronation Street.
This stays between us. This case I'm working on is double murder. So far, what we've found isn't pointing outward. The evidence points to things and to beliefs that I have only ever heard whisperings about. I wonder how something so horrific could have come to pass.
Under the Banner of Heaven. Stream now on ITVX.
What do you think will happen next? Because I start thinking one thing, and I think, no, that's not right. Another thing pops in my head. I think, that's the one. That's what's going to happen.
Argos sponsors Coronation Street.
Did you see the doctor?
Yep, I'm fine. He said it's just bruised.
Good. I'm sorry you got in a mood before.
No, you're absolutely right. I should help out more, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you a hand.
Right, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, and never mind that. Take a proper lunch break. Shut the shop.
Shut the shop?
Shut the shop.
You feeling all right?
Never felt better.
Look. Bev, I'm sorry the way things have turned out.
No, you're not. You got my daughter and you got rid of me all in one stroke. Congratulations.
Neither of us had to lose out. If you just kept your mouth shut, like I said,
Then she'd be none the wiser.
then nobody would have been hurt.
And that's what counts, is it? I want you to tell her the truth.
You what?
If you really care about her, then you'll be honest with her. And if she really cares about you, she'll forgive you.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Bev.
Please, don't do this to me, Charlie. I'm begging you. She's all I've got left.
Sorry. But I'm not prepared to take the risk.
No, I suppose you're not. Because for all your macho male swaggering, when it comes down to it, you're just a pathetic little coward. You don't know what love is. You're too selfish.
Look, I care about Shelley.
That's why I want to keep her.
And you'll destroy her family to do it.
Oh, I think you did that all by yourself, Bev. I mean, what kind of a mother would do that to her own daughter anyway?
One day she'll do that to you and all. Because one day she'll see you for what you really are.
Don't blame me for not speaking. Been a bit of an idiot, haven't I?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, just put it down to the drink. Or maybe it's just in the blood.
Whatever they are.
Look, can we start again? Wasn't the best reunion, was it?
Well, I'm not really into reunions.
Oh, you know what I mean. Look, I don't want all this bad feeling. What happened between us were years back. We were just a couple of kids who didn't know what we were doing.
It's not how you felt at the time.
Yeah, well, didn't know any better then. If I had have had that baby, would have been saddled for life, wouldn't I? You were right. We were too young to get tied down like that. You did me a favour, really.
Well, you didn't do me one with Maria.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Never could keep me gob shut, could I?
No. So anyway, how are you? I thought you were abroad.
Yeah, I was, but after a bit you miss the beer and chips, don't you? Is that why you left Canada?
No, I fell out with my uncle. But I'm doing all right now. I'm manager in a textile factory.
Ah, very nice. And about to get married. You've done really well for yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, I like to think so.
You know, it's really good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
What's all this? Kieran says you're chucking your mum out.
That's right.
But why? What's happened?
She keeps interfering between me and Charlie. Wants to split us up. She always has.
That's mother's for you. Mine used to do it all the time.
Well, you're sensible, aren't you? You got away from yours.
Doesn't mean I don't miss her like mad.
Just leave it, will you?
No, I won't. She's your mum, Shell. Don't do what I did, because I tell you, you'll regret it every single day. When the going gets tough, it doesn't matter how old you are. Your mum's the first person you run to. And if she's not there, it's hard. Believe me, you and her have been through so much together. You've supported each other all the way. That counts for a lot, does that?
Well, she's not supporting me now, is she? It's like I get another chance of happiness and she wants to wreck it. Wants to make me miserable like her.
But why? What's she done? What can be that bad for you to want to chuck her out?
All right, I'll tell you. She reckons Charlie slept with her.
Oh, my God. Did he?
No, of course he didn't. She's making it up.
How do you know that?
Because I asked him and he said no. And he's caring and he's decent and he'd never do that to me.
Yeah, but all the same, why would she make up something like that?
Because she's had it in for him ever since he dumped her. Because she's a malicious, twisted old cow who wants her own back.
How can you talk about her like that?
Because it's true!
I'm sorry, Shell, I'm finding this really hard to believe. She's always struck me as a really nice person.
Oh, she has she? Then why did she sleep with Kieran when you were still engaged to him?
What?
Well, I'm sorry. I never meant to tell you that.
Kieran and... No, I don't believe you.
Then ask her.
Shelley, it's not true, is it? Not with Kieran.
Sunita, wait. It wasn't like it sounds.
How could you? What have I ever done to you to deserve that?
Oh, nothing. I never meant to hurt you, Sunita. You and Kieran have been rowing.
Don't you dare try and justify it. I've just been stood in there defending you to Shelley. But everything she said about you's right. You are malicious and twisted and you deserve everything you get.
Poltergeist? Oh, yes, it fits the criteria exactly. Objects being launched through the air. And see here, interference with household objects such as radios, appliances, The kettle.
It'll have blown a fuse, that's all. Honestly, he's got me thinking I can feel cold spots now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. I've had headache all morning, and what did Vera Lomax die of? A brain tumour. It's empathy.
It's being hit on the head with a box of folders, more like.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's got something there. I reckon he's definitely possessed myself.
Oh, yes. You can laugh, but I tell you, that room needs exercising.
Yes, love.
10 cigarettes, please.
Yeah, what brand?
Any?
I didn't know you smoked.
I don't, normally.
You okay?
Oh, Deirdre. I've made such a mess of things.
Sunita, I feel terrible.
It's a bit late for that. And if you've come to apologise, it's a bit late for that and all.
I know, but I want to. It was just the once, and she came on to me, not the other way around.
That's not an apology, that's an excuse. Why do men always confuse them?
Well, strictly speaking, I wasn't being unfaithful. I mean, we were split up at the time.
I don't remember us being split up.
Well, I thought we were split up.
The nearest we got to splitting up was when I was mad at you for not taking any time off, and you ended up sleeping over at the Rovers. You didn't waste much time, did you? I was only gone 10 minutes. And then Bev, yeah? She actually looked me in the eye and said you'd slept on the sofa, the cow.
I know, I was drunk. I was drowning my sorrows about us. And she more or less took advantage of me.
Oh, no, don't think you're getting off. I bet that's why you brought the wedding forward, isn't it? Because you were feeling guilty.
No, honest.
You would have let me marry you after you'd slept with her and I'd have been none the wiser. And there was me, feeling bad about letting you down, you creep.
At least you know you made the right decision.
Yeah, and it's a pity I didn't make it sooner, isn't it? When you first came back and messed things up between me and Dev. If it wasn't for you, I could have been married to him by now.
Well, there you go. Everything has its upside.
Get out.
Come on, let's not have any hard feelings between us.
Get out!
I took the liberty of adding 2 sugars on it. They do say it's good for shock. And, well, it looks as if you needed it.
Thanks very much, Roy. Rather you than me.
Don't even take sugar. There's someone else being kind to me when I don't deserve it. After what I did to him. Making that stupid bet. Causing all that trouble. Seems like everyone who's ever been nice to me I've done the dirty on. I mean, you couldn't wish to meet a sweeter girl than Sunita.
Sunita? Why? What?
And then there's you. Could have been my best mate if I hadn't messed that up and all. Now I've gone and done the same to my own daughter.
Do you want to tell me what's happened?
She hates me, Deirdre. She's throwing me out.
Why?
The other night when she were out, me and Charlie went to bed together.
You and Charlie?
I know it were a terrible thing to do, but I can't help myself where he's concerned. And I were drunk. Oh, listen to me trying to make excuses even now. There's no excuse. It were an awful thing to do and I hate myself for it.
But I have to say, Bev, I don't blame her for chucking you out. Your daughter's boyfriend. I just hope she's chucking him out as well.
That's the worst of it, she isn't. He's denied it all, so she thinks I've made it up to spite her.
I see.
You don't believe me either, do you?
It's difficult for me to know what to believe and what not to believe, Bev. I've been on the receiving end of your accusations, remember?
Oh, that were different. I got hold of the wrong end of the stick with you and Charlie, but I'm not lying now. We slept together. I know that makes it worse than if I had been lying. That's why I held off telling her. But I'd rather have her hate me than see her get hurt again. And she will if he can do that with me and lie about it. He'll do it again with another woman.
doing, woman? I was watching that.
Never mind that. I've got a present for you.
Present? What kind of present?
Where did we go for our honeymoon?
Cleethorpes. Why?
Because I think you'll be going back there again.
Oh, like a weekend break, then?
Ooh, I think it'll be longer than that. Tyrone, bring it in.
What the hell is that?
I bought it off Fred Elliott. You're going to be cycling to Cleethorpes and back.
You barmy woman. That's an exercise bike. You can't take that on the road.
Well, I know that, you daft Perth. You're not really going to cycle to Cleethorpes. You'll just pretend you are.
That was my idea, that was. Give you a target, motivate you. That's what all the top athletes do, set themselves a goal.
Yeah, and your goal is to cycle 200 miles, which is about the same thing.
You stark staring mad woman. There's no way you're getting me on that thing.
Now, look here, Jack Duckworth. When you had your heart bypass, that doctor told me you had to have regular, gentle exercise.
Yes, with an emphasis on gentle. Cycling 200 flaming miles is anything but gentle.
Well, look, the next time you have a sip of this is when you lose the same in sweat. You're not dying on me.
Yeah, probably will if you get me on that.
Would you like me to make you a fresh cup? Only that looks like it's gone cold.
Are you all right? It's fine, really. What am I going to do, Deirdre?
Well, whatever did or didn't happen between you and Charlie...
It did.
Yeah, well, Shelley obviously can't deal with it at the moment, so there's no point trying to force her.
What, so we just give up and go? Let him take her from me?
I don't think you've got much choice.
I've already lost one daughter. I don't think I can bear it if I lose me.
Oh, look, come here. Try and drink some of this, if you can stand it.
You know, when Jimmy died, what got me through it was knowing I still had to look after our Sharon. There were days I didn't want to get up in the morning, but I did because I knew she still needed me. Then when I lost her too, it all seemed pointless. You know, like when you come into a room and you forget what you're coming for, that feeling of trying to remember why you're there. It was like that all the time after Sharon died. When Shelley took me in, it was like a lifeline. Oh, we got so close, her and me. And now I've gone and ruined it all.
Aye. She'll come round eventually.
How can she?
When I think of the times that me and Tracy have fallen out, and I mean daggers drawn, I never want to see you again kind of thing. And look, she's back home and I'm dandling me grandchild on my knee. Whatever you've done, one day she will forgive you. She has to, because you're her mother and she's your daughter. And you can never break that bond, no matter how much one of you might want to. And believe me, there have been times when I have.
I hope you're right.
I am. Trust me.
Hi. Did you get your lunch break?
Yeah.
And are you okay?
Not really, no. I was in the pub this lunchtime, and Shelley said to me that...
Maya!
What do you think of this?
Oh, fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
You can wear it tonight when we celebrate.
Oh, why? What are we celebrating?
Well, I went to the doctor's this afternoon.
What's wrong?
Oh, well, nothing. I just, dropped something on my foot, but I'm fine, I'm fine. But while I was there, I asked the locum to check to see if the health test results were back.
And?
And they were. And I'm perfect.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now we've both got the all clear.
Yep, so you know what that means, don't you?
We can give blood without worrying.
No.
Donate our organs.
We can go ahead and set our wedding date.
Oh, that. Tell you what. Why don't we go home? I'll slip into this and we can celebrate now instead.
Excuse me, can you
Manage on my own, of course.
Do you think I've done the right thing, Betty?
What? Asking her to leave? Oh, I don't know, love.
It was just something Sunita said. Got me thinking. I mean, I know my mum can be a right cow, but
She has helped me through some really hard times. And all that stuff with Peter. I couldn't have coped without her.
I wish I could help you, love, but, well, I can't. I mean, it's got to be your decision.
Fred's just taking my cases through.
I'll leave those to cool for a bit.
Where will you go?
Back to Bradford. I'm going to stay with some friends for now, you know, till I get myself sorted. Never know, I might get my old job back. I'll miss this place. I'll miss you.
Taxi's here.
Let's not keep it waiting.
Bye then.
Bye. I hope it all goes well. You know.
Thanks, Betty.
It's a damn shame it's come to this. I say a damn shame. I, for one, will miss you. You've been a built-in barmaid. And more important, you've been a damn good friend.
Right. Let's get off.
Holiday abroad then, is it?
No.
Ah, well, England's just as good this time of the year, though.
Patrick,
In fact...
just shut up and get on with it, will you?
Sorry.
I love you so much.
Mum, it doesn't have to be like this, you know. If you could just accept me and Charlie.
I can't, love, not knowing what I know.
Mum, I'm giving you a chance here. If you just admit that you were making it up, then I'll forgive you, I promise you. I'll never mention it again.
But it's the truth.
Oh, just go then.
Shirley.
Just go.
I hope you can live with yourself.
Mum, why can't you just be happy for me?
How can I? One day he's going to break your heart. When he does that, you ring me and I'll come. Wherever I am, I'll come. You remember that?